Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back, loves. Welcome to Queen Cancer Tarot channel, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well today. I hope you had a safe, healthy, and happy week and headed into a productive and blessed and beautiful weekend. Hope everybody is doing well, getting into football season, football weather, hopefully. Right now, it's still this stupid in between. Gnats think they can still have domain weather. And it's driving me insane. Now, there's been not one gnat that has bothered me for the past maybe 3-4 hours. So let's see, now that I've started my reading, which one of these monitoring things going to show up. None of them. We're not going to let it happen in Jesus' name. But welcome, everybody. Welcome to Queen Cancer Tarot channel. My name is Catherine. For everybody who is new to the channel, please welcome yourself to the collective. Please make sure also that you hit those subscribe buttons. That also helps your energy to flow freely through these readings. All right. And it also puts you in the running to win. I do a monthly giveaway for all of my subscribers. Okay. I look specifically for those who have subscribed to the channel, and I go by dates. We look at specific dates is what I pull by, and whoever has subscribed to the channel first on that day is a winner. Okay. So, and I choose 3 winners every month, and I also choose weekly winners for a chance to win a free 3-question reading with me, a personal reading with me. And all you have to do to be entered in your chance to win that is #win in the comment section. That's all you got to do. Okay. All right, so we're going to get to your reading. We're going to do a reading for Cancer. All right. Make sure you guys' notifications are on, though, so you can be notified when my readings are posting. We're trying to get back in the algorithm, so I really need you guys' help on this. Please thumbs up the video, like the video as soon as you come in, you guys, and as many notifications that you guys get, please make sure you support your girl just by watching the channel. All right, that's all I ask. And liking the videos. All right, so we're going to look at Cancer, overall energy for you, Cancer, and then we'll look at your person's energy. All right, so we'll start off with Oracle messages, and then we'll go into the tarot messages. So starting with Cancer, tell us about Cancer, please. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, tell us about Cancer. So we're going to look at the overall energy, and then we'll look at past, current, future energy for you, and then we'll move on to your person's side. Tell me about Cancer, please. Let me see. Okay, so too many cards came out, y'all. I'm not even going to entertain that. Hold on. Let's get a good shuffle. Tell me about Cancer, please. What is Cancer's energy, please? Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell me about Cancer, please. Cancer's energy. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell me about Cancer. Okay. So we have laughter in the reverse here. Okay, so someone is not on your good side right now, Cancer, or there's someone who has really kind of teed you off here recently, but there's energy of you being in a not happy place right now. Okay, so if you're down emotionally or just flat out frustrated by something that someone has done or said to you, this is kind of the overall energy that is coming in. So under the deck in the past energy, we have pretending coming through. All right, with this broken heart here, it's easier to pretend everything is okay rather than confront. So, this could be a situation where you've been feeling this for some time. You've just been kind of like scratching the surface, acting as though everything is, 100 when it really is not. You've been kind of holding things in, maybe looking for direction or looking for how you're going to confront the situation, or maybe even looking to change, maybe hoping that things will change. And I feel like this is kind of where you are now. And by the fact that you're not happy still, this tells me that things have not changed. Okay, so let's see what the current energy is. We have catfish here. Okay, stop. I'm not really who I say I am. Again, I'm getting an energy of you have really put on this face, and it has been completely opposite of what you're feeling on the inside, right? And I feel like with this stop sign here, I feel like you're at the end of the road here. I feel like you're tired of covering up, okay, what your true feelings are. And you have every right to feel how you feel, Cancer. I resonate heavily with this energy, and I feel like this is something that we all face in one way or another, some more than others. Okay. But I'm like a definitely triple, quadruple Cancer in my chart. So I'm doomed. Okay. When it comes to these things. But at some point, Cancer, you have to say, you know what, I can't fake it anymore. I cannot put on this makeup kit that is like exactly opposite of what my heart is saying. Like it's so not me. This isn't me, right? So that's kind of where you are. I feel like you're currently at a stopping point where you're like, you know what, I can't do this no more. I literally just cannot. And I feel like you're done with pretending. You're done with putting on the makeup kit. You're done with, faking the front, and you're ready to be honest. Okay. You're not happy. All right. So let's see what the future energy is. Abusive. Okay. And there is a hazard sign here with an exclamation point. Like I said, I feel like it's been so much of you holding in, Cancer, that you're like, you know what? I cannot do it anymore. I cannot go any further. Right? This is downright not just abusive, but I'm abusing myself at this point. You know what I'm saying? By not saying anything. If I'm to continue taking this into the future, then that's going to be abusive on my part. It says, I know you don't deserve to be treated like this, but I'm acting out of a pattern of abuse that's really deeply rooted in me. See, like I said, there is an energy of, listen, it's one thing for you to do this to me, but if I continue allowing you to do this to me, then this is like a deeper rooted problem that I can fix. Sorry about my language, y'all. I don't curse. That I have to fix. This is an issue that I have to fix. Thank God I passed the 8-minute mark, but still. But this is a problem that I have to fix. All right. And you're acknowledging that. Look, communication underneath all of it. Do you see what I'm saying? Hello. Like I said, I feel like you're at the point, Cancer, where you're like, you know what? I cannot continue putting my feelings on the shelf for the sake of others, especially when others are hurting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? Where do they do that at? You know? But you've been allowing it for so long, that you're just in the state and you need to come out of that state. And you're at a point now where you're like, you know what? I'm not going to take it any further. So with stop sign, You're like, you know what? I'm drawing a line here. Okay. Tell me about laughter in the reverse here. Laughter in the reverse. Tell me about laughter in the reverse. Please, for Cancer. And we have looking. Okay. Looking. Seek and you will find. So you've just been observing, but you have not been saying how you've been feeling. You've been watching how people are doing, seeing how things are gonna turn out, hoping for the best. This says have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms. I feel like there's an energy of you are looking out for the good things in this person, but then you keep uncovering hidden secrets and messed up things, and you keep spiraling into a deeper depression because I feel like you know that you should have jumped out of the sinking ship when it was first sinking, right? That was the safest bet for you, especially because there was, likely a life jacket on board and things available for you to make it to another vessel that was not losing water by the minute. And I feel like rather than jump, you sat there and watched and hoped for the best, you know. But look, under the deck we have wisdom, and I feel very strongly that this is what you have achieved, okay? After all of this time of watching and waiting and spiraling and still not being happy at the end of the day, you're like, well, what the hell? Not happy and I'm still holding on and I'm still trying to make it work, but for why? Because I'm not even happy here. So, like, why try to do all the things? You know what I'm saying? When the baseline is not even at a bare, we're not even, you know what I mean? We shouldn't have even started the race, let alone like we're in this and we haven't even qualified to be in the race, let alone like continuing on here. And I feel like that it's almost like going on with an injury when you weren't even qualified to be in it in the first place. That's kind of messed up here. So tell me about pretending. Tell me about pretending here. Tell me about pretending. Since I'm looking under the deck, I'm going to go into the tarot after this. We have wellness. Wellness. Okay. Live a healthier lifestyle. There's an energy of, I can't continue pretending. I need to do better for me. I'm not getting any better. I'm still hurting. I'm pretending for who? You? To protect you? Because I'm not helping me. I'm not getting anything out of this. Look, flexibility. You just want to keep pulling me in different directions, but it's not helping me. It says be flexible in your methods here. Okay. So again, there's many ways to skin a cat here, but I feel like you are not willing to continue to flex unless it has to do with your own well-being. Okay. You're going to start flexing for your own well-being, Cancer. You're not going to be pretending for someone else's feelings. Tell me about catfish or for their own, like, saving face for them. You know what I mean? Because they feel bad, their image. You know what I mean? How they look in front of others. No, it is what it is. You're a loser. It is what it is. Fix it or be a loser. Tell me about catfish, please. Tell me about catfish, please. Okay. Public face, y'all. What did I say? Image. I'm not really who I say I am. See, there's an image of you have catfished for other people. You have pretended to be somebody that you're not. You pretended to be happy for the sake of others, Cancer, and it's not doing you any justice. None. I can't believe that this came out, y'all. We just got through saying it. I can't believe it, y'all. I'm gonna stop. That's the way spirit works. Okay. That's why this is reading energy. I'm just reading, calling it how it's coming out in the deck. I'm not saying that I know what's going to happen. I'm just saying that this is what the energy is saying. Okay. Under the deck, foresight. Look at this. See how spirit is always coming in and like really. Thank you, spirit. That's all I have to say is thank you. 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 Okay. Listen, having the foresight to know and foresight, and this is all about people seeing. This is again about someone being more concerned about someone else's image than you know what you know to be good for you. Okay, it's all about that wisdom coming down here. That wisdom is going to come down, right, and it's going to bite you in the butt, and you're not going to be able to go any further. You see what I'm saying? That's why we have the stop sign. Tell me about abusive. Okay. Because if you go further, you're going to be abusing your own self. And that's like a dog biting its own tail. Y'all, I'm just saying it because my dog has been doing that. And it's just hilarious to me because it's like you're hurting yourself. I didn't do it. Tell me about abusive. Tell me about abusive, please. Tell me about abusive. And spirit will say the same thing. Well, you had an opportunity to get out of it. You know what I mean? Look, we have bright ideas and it was going in the reverse. It's sideways. Okay. Take action on your ideas. It's like, listen, you know what's best for you. It's on you. You know what I mean? You have to take action with the wisdom that you've been blessed with. You know what I mean? I've given you the wisdom. I've shown it to you. It's in your face. You know what type of person this is. Now, what are you going to do with it, Cancer? That's what Spirit is saying here. Under the deck, exhausted. See? How long are you going to continue before you're just like tired of your own self? Right? This is what I'm feeling. And my ears are ringing. So I know it's true. Recharge and regroup. Take the time to just stop, look, listen. Remember that song? I think it was Queen Latifah. Stop, look, listen. I don't know. I believe it was in her early days when she first came out. But yeah, how much longer are you going to continue the charade? All right, when you know the answers have been given to you, closed. You know that this isn't where you're supposed to be headed, Cancer. Spirit is already showing you the doors. You're beating on a closed door and you know it. So when are you going to get tired of beating on the closed door? You know what I mean? Um, when you communicate and let this person know, that's when it's going to be really real. That's what I feel. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. Okay. So let's move on to the tarot, y'all. Let's move on. So we're going to see laughter in the reverse, looking and wisdom. Laughter in the reverse, looking and wisdom. Not being happy, sitting there and watching it go down, not saying anything. However, having the wisdom and knowing what you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, it says here, use your best judgment. Y'all, I didn't even see that. Use your best freaking judgment. Okay? Use your best judgment here, Cancers. Tell me about this. Oh, that card flew across. Did y'all see that? It went like it projected. So this is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Interesting. Because this is all about being tactful. This is negotiating. I feel like this is you kind of going back and forth with this person, kind of flirting. flirting with the devil, so to speak. You know what I mean? I feel like there's the energy of you kind of going back and forth with this person. Maybe this person was very handsy with others. This person may have been very flirtatious with others. You knew this about this person, but you ignored it type energy, acted like you didn't see it, just kind of smiled. Look, 5 of Cups under the deck. See? 5 of Cups under the deck, getting your feelings hurt, being let down almost immediately. Okay. Almost immediately, but then yet closing your eyes, pretending, putting your makeup kit on, and moving on about your day like everything was okay, being flexible. Okay. Allowing this person to do whatever they wanted to do. And with wellness here, just acting like everything was okay. Okay. Acting like everything was okay, allowing this person to do what they want to do. Tell me about this. Oh, 2 cards. So look, we have the Chariot. Okay. This is you moving forward. Okay. Continuing to move forward with the BS. But with the 6 of Cups, you're sitting there wishing, hoping, and praying that things will go back to the way they used to be. But you're continuing forward with the BS. You know what I mean? It's like two different things. You're sitting there looking and hoping for the past, but you're moving ambitiously like everything is all good. It's not making sense. Make it make sense. Hello? I'm going to put my Medea voice on now. Under the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. See, this talks about sitting with one little pentacle and hoping that one day there's going to be 10 pentacles that you're holding. You know what I mean? But you have to work with what you have in your hand. You see what I'm saying? You have to work with what you are holding in your hand. And if you're holding mess, you need to figure out how you're going to get rid of it and start fresh, right? This is all about new opportunities, right? You know, you need to start new. You know, you're going to end up, this is not the person that you're going to carry on with. You know, you can't continue, but you're holding on to this. So now we're at a stopping point here with catfish and foresight and public face. You can't go any further. This is getting embarrassing. You see what I mean? Others now see this too. It's not just you. That's what I feel like is going to happen here. Someone else is going to see this, and it's not just going to be you catfishing or pretending and putting on your makeup kit, because now it's all exposed, right? Oh, she's got on makeup by Juju, and they're like, oh, ooh, I didn't know that. Yeah, yeah. So now the secret is coming out. Okay. Now people are seeing with foresight, they can actually see. Look, we have the 5 of Swords in the reverse. So listen, this is all about recovery, right? This is all about feeling some type of way, feeling remorseful, you know, feeling compromised. Like, you know what? Like, I was getting one over you before, right? That 5 of Swords was in the upright. I was getting one over y'all before, okay? I was pretending that it was all good in the hood, but y'all, it really wasn't. And I feel bad that I said it wasn't. And look, we have the freaking High Priestess in the reverse. This is perfect. I knew it. I am sorry that I pretended that I didn't know. This is the High Priestess in the reverse, y'all. This is someone who is pretending that they don't know the truth. Hello. I am so sorry, y'all. I know I'm a Cancer. Y'all know I'm intuitive. I knew that way back when. That's why I was kind of let down before, but I was just acting like it was all good, hoping that things would get better. And they didn't. They didn't. And y'all, guess what? I'm tired. Okay. And look, with bright ideas, do you have any ideas for me moving forward? Because I'm tired. I'm tired of hiding. You're probably telling friends and family that, listen, y'all, I'm tired. I can't. I cannot. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't move forward. I can't go forward with this pretending session. Makeup off. I'm starting to break out in hives, right? I cannot continue doing this. You're tired. You are truly tired, Cancer. And you know you're tired when you start telling other people, because Cancers don't tell other people what's going on. That's what all the pretending, catfish, behind the scenes, acting like everything is okay when you knew it wasn't. You know, Knight of Cups and the Five of Cups, that's a hot mess. That is backwards. Smile in my face, but you're crying behind my back. Like, that is terrible, Cancer. Y'all don't want to do that no more. And that card didn't want to go in, so we'll take it. Look, 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 look. So we have the Seven of Cups. See, that's that energy of two different things. Two different things. I feel like you're, even if you don't know what to do, you're willing to take suggestions. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is people around you offering assistance, offering ideas, right? It says bright ideas and exhausted. And I feel like you're going to have people coming to your help, your aid. Listen to those people, right? Because they have been through a thing or two. That's what wisdom is all about, too, in this reading. I feel like there's going to be someone who is very wise that's going to get in your ear, and they are going to give you some nuggets, and you're going to either take them or you're going to leave them, right? But you're going to be glad if you take the nuggets, y'all. I'm advising you to take the nuggets, and you can come back to me in my comments if it doesn't work out. Under the deck, we have the 10 of Swords. Look at this. See? Look at this. This talks about some sort of exhaustion, being tired. Once again, you're looking for bright ideas, suggestions, anything, anybody have any answers to my questions? Because I'm exhausted. Y'all, look at this reading, how beautiful this freaking reading was. So I'm going to come back. We're going to do your person's energy, exact same format coming up next. But I'm going to go ahead and get y'all's energy out to y'all because you're salivating and it's been a minute. But I need y'all to like these videos. Otherwise, I'm going to be taking more breaks in between releasing videos because y'all playing on my top. All right. So y'all got what y'all wanted. And so let's go ahead and like and share the video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you back with your person's energy in just a bit. Bye.